Urban warfare is now the focus of fighting in eastern Ukraine. At least 3 people were killed, 10 wounded in an airstrike in the separatist stronghold of Donetsk. The shelling also damaged 4 apartment buildings in the southern part of the city. CCTV's Kate Parkinson reports from Kiev.
Residents of Donetsk are fleeing in droves as government forces step up their military operations to dislodge pro-Russian rebels from their eastern strongholds. The International Committee for the Red Cross says hundreds of thousands of people have been displaced by the fighting and warns that living conditions for those who are staying are deteriorating by the day.
There is only one outcome, to die. There's no light, no gas. What do we do? Here, there's my family in the car, parents, wife, child. We are going to Russia.
The United Nations says in the past week, around 6,000 people have been forced from their homes due to the fighting. The UN Refugee Agency says around 117,000 people are now displaced within Ukraine, and an estimated 168,000 have crossed the border into Russia. And as the fighting in the east of the country continues to escalate, so do diplomatic tensions between Ukraine and Russia, who Kiev accuse of supporting the rebels. On Friday, Ukraine hit back against the Russian ban on its food and transit flights with a slew of its own sanctions. The Prime Minister proposed sanctions covering all aspects of relations with its neighbour, from trade and business to culture and tourism.
We do understand that we as a state of Ukraine will pay the price too. But you guys are paying this price. We know what we are doing. This is the only way to protect it and defend our nation and our country. Be strong and be bold. This is the best remedy.
Ukrainian armed forces are tightening their grip on the rebels, leaving them mainly besieged inside 2 provincial capitals, Donetsk and Luhansk, along with hundreds of thousands of civilians who fear a full-scale government assault. But in Donetsk, the threat of violence wasn't going to ruin this couple's day.
This morning, we didn't know whether our wedding would take place or not, because yesterday the Donetsk center was shelled, and we thought that we would not be able to come here.
But with Ukraine and Russia seemingly on the brink of war, the couple are toasting an uncertain future. Kate Parkinson, CCTV, Kiev.